shoots! Oh, Sam Kerr! Fantastic strike! Well, she had to go on her own, so she went on her own, and Sam Kerr did what Sam Kerr does.
Kerr's in the middle. Can Kerr get there? Of course she can. The player of the year with another huge goal. And Chelsea lead in the cup final.
Sam Kerr has scored a total of around 276 goals so far in her career. Compared to all-time leading goal scorers here, she's actually not even close to them. And she is leagues away from the top scorer of all time, Cristiano Ronaldo, who sits at around 940 goals. But let's look at this differently. Effectively, when Kerr is on the field, there is an 82% chance she will score. So if Sam Kerr played as many matches as Ronaldo, who is at around 1,200 games, and maintained her current scoring rate, she would be projected to score around 989 goals. This puts her ahead of even Ronaldo's total, making her the best scorer of all time. This just highlights how prolific Sam is on a per-match basis. Her limited number of matches is the main reason her raw total is lower, not efficiency. However, in saying all of this, comparing goals across leagues and genders is fun, but let's be real, it's a hypothetical showdown. Different numbers of games, the league strength, record keeping, and opportunities all shift the playing field. So take this assessment as a bold projection and not gospel. So stick around so we can dig deeper to work out how good Sam Kerr really is. To work this out, we will work through each of our 5 athlete categories to ultimately score Kerr out of 10 and see where she lands on the Athletica scoreboard. And don't forget to strike that subscribe button so we can keep scoring athletes. When it comes to raw football skill, we already saw previously that Kerr has one of the highest goals per match average ever, already implying her elite scoring ability. When we break this down further though, we can see that in club games, Kerr averages 0.75 goals per game, which is actually the highest here again. But keep in mind, she has played significantly less club games than everyone we compared her to. Vivian's stat of 0.71 goals per game across 267 club matches isn't just elite, it's surgical. That's the kind of consistency that breaks defenses and record books, and Sam Kerr isn't quite there yet. Now, Kerr's international scoring rate sits at 0.54, which is well above the global average, but it still trails the giants we stacked her against. And here's the kicker. Again, she's played the fewest games of them all, so she still has got ground to cover to match the volume of some of her peers. Just before we move on here, I wanted to flag that Sam Kerr is Australia's all-time leading international goal scorer with 69 goals. This is an iconic achievement within the country, but internationally, there are others here that are well ahead of her, some even doubling her number. Now, at the end of the day, football is a team sport, and while Kerr's primary role as a striker is to score goals, she also assists in other scoring. Her assists per match number is actually quite high as well. While it's not elite in comparison to some, she's definitely up there, which proves her amazing game awareness and team working skills. So Sam Kerr is an interesting one here. She has this insane goal scoring average, but the numbers here are definitely skewed towards some of her club games in Australian leagues. In saying that though, even if we strip away some of that bias, she's an absolute gun in the Super League and a definite threat internationally. Overall, she still lags behind many historical greats, but in this modern era, she's definitely up there. She scores an 8 here. Kerr's durability is the stuff of legends. For nearly a decade, she was a machine, rarely missing a match, managing to grind through elite leagues with barely a scratch. And just when you thought an ACL tear might slow her down, she came storming back, marking her return by netting a 100th goal for Chelsea. Not only does she play nearly every match, she also plays almost a full 90 minutes every time, showing her top-tier stamina. When looking further at endurance, top female players covers the distance in the 10 to 13 kilometers per match range in the elite competitions. Sam Kerr averages around 11.2 kilometers per match, which is actually closer to the lower mid-range of the average. Then, when it comes to speed, the top velocities in women's football hit around 30 to 32 kilometers an hour. The fastest recorded speed at the 2023 Women's World Cup being 33.2 kilometers an hour by Rachel Kundananji. So that gives a benchmark for elite women's football sprinting speeds. Kerr's top speed just breaks 30 kilometers an hour, which shows that she is quick, but not exactly competing for the fastest. Before we score her here, I just wanted to note that Sam Kerr is arguably the best aerial threat in women's football history. She scores more headers than almost any other active player. Given she is not that tall, it implies to me that her vertical leap and explosive power capabilities are just exceptional. So overall, she may not have the best endurance or be the absolute fastest, but Kerr is clearly durable and possesses game speed intelligence, allowing her to manage her physical capabilities to extend her time on the field. She scores a 7.5 here. Elite footballers aren't just built on talent, they're defined by how they handle pressure. And when the clock hits the 75-minute mark, that's when legends are made. Sam Kerr, she thrives in the chaos. With around 36 goals scored in the final 15 minutes, she's a certified closer, delivering when it matters most, really showcasing that time pressure actually works in her favor. We can explore Kerr's composure under pressure a bit deeper by looking at a penalty-taking record. Here we can see her crack. She is significantly worse than her peers, and on top of that, she is below the average. However, in saying that, when looking at FIFA World Cups, Kerr has scored a total of 5 goals across all appearances, which is Australia's equal highest tally of individual World Cup goals. Keep in mind though, she has a long way to go to catch up to some of the other greats here. Overall, it's clear that Sam has her head in the game. Sure, she might struggle with penalties, but in those cases, just don't use her. What matters most is this: when the pressure peaks, Kerr shows up, time and time again. That kind of mental steel earns her a solid 8 in the Headspace department. Sam Kerr made her debut for Perth Glory at the age of 15 years and 45 days during the 2009 league season, becoming the youngest player to feature in that league. Since then, it has been 15 years, and she is still going strong. I looked at her goals scored per year, and to be honest, it's quite elite. She has seen an incredibly rapid rise, and then she's just maintaining that elite performance even up until now. She's 32 years old right now, but if she keeps this up for a few more years, she could really bolster her numbers further, and it's looking to be that way. While this is impressive, I did want to mention her captaincy though. Kerr has been the captain of the Australian Matildas soccer team since 2019, and since then, the ranking of the team has continued to decline, and honestly, it never improved, not even for 1 year. Individually, Sam is so highly regarded that I feel like people overlook her ability in a leadership role. Anyways, one more thing to touch on here is that Sam has managed this level of play across 3 continents, with golden boots awarded to her in each league. So her peak isn't just long, it's widespread. Very few players have succeeded at this level across so many environments. She scores a 7.5 here. Now let's talk legacy. And I will say, the record books have been kind to Sam Kerr. So far, she is Australia's all-time leading scorer. She has won major titles in multiple countries, such as multiple wins for Chelsea in the Super League in UK and wins in the W League in Australia. She's the only female to win the Golden Boot on 3 continents, and she has won multiple Player of the Year awards from numerous leagues all over the world. Overall, Kerr's strengths lie in her versatility across leagues, consistency, and cross-continental golden boots. She scores a well-deserved 8.5 here. So is Sam Kerr the best scorer ever? No, I don't think she is. There are still players with proven numbers that have achieved more here. And is Sam Kerr the football GOAT? Again, it's a no. She's definitely Australia's GOAT, but internationally there is a lot more competition for this title. So with all scores considered, this gives Sam a total athlete score of 7.9, putting her up there on the Athletica scoreboard. Anyways, if you're a fan of other football legends, we have made videos on Neymar and Mo Salah, which should pop up on the screen now. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to sprint towards that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell notification so we can keep scoring athletes. I'm also interested to hear your thoughts, so be sure to leave a comment as well. Anyways, thanks for watching team. Catch you at the next one.